Hello and welcome to Nothing to Wear, the podcast that solves fashion problems and levels up your wardrobe. Now, today I have a guest called Jess Farchione, and if you recognise that name, it's because she's on radio. She lives in Newcastle and she is on regional New South Wales Brekkie radio show on the Hit Network. So you've probably seen her there, heard her there. You might have seen her on social media, but that's not what I'm here to talk to her about. A little over a year ago, Jess set herself a challenge. At the end of 2024, one item, made her decide that she was not allowed to buy one single thing for her wardrobe for the whole of 2025. We're talking clothes, we're talking shoes, we're talking accessories. Are we talking underwear? Did she do it? Did she fail? I'm going to ask Jess absolutely everything about what it's like to not buy anything for a whole year, the highs, the lows, and how she went. It's fascinating. Let's get into it. Jess, welcome to Nothing to Wear. Before we get into the topic, of which I have so many questions, I'm sort of inspired. I'm going to ask you some personal questions first. Can you describe your style in 3 words?
I know we just met Leigh, but can I have a favour?
Yes.
Can I have 4 words?
Yes.
Okay.
I will allow it. Is there a hyphen? No.
High school is probably 2 words, right? High school art teacher.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's a phrase.
It is. I could say secondary art teacher, but high school I think it conveys the point I'm trying to get across.
Yeah.
School art teacher.
Yeah.
I don't know. I vibe with the high school.
Okay.
I'm not childish, but I am loud.
Okay.
And
in
colourful.
What you wear.
Yes.
Okay.
And nothing goes together, but I don't care because.
My God, was everyone's art teacher like that?
Well, the one I remember from high school is why I've pigeonholed high school art teacher.
Mine more like bright coloured, like glass or beads, but she wore a lot of black linen.
Black for an.
Yeah, but
see,
then
I
the
guess
accessories, she had short like hair.
The image I have of high school art teacher, and it's funny, that description was actually bestowed upon me and I bristled against it when it was first given to me by one of my producers actually, Shy Guy. And I remember thinking that is
shy at telling you what he thinks?
No, absolutely not. And I remember feeling insulted because it felt quirky, it felt silly, it felt brazen, it felt eccentric. And the way I dress, and when I reassessed my wardrobe after he said that, I went, oh, it's just joy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to anyone but me, and I don't really care.
And it's not following any rules.
Yes, I am not.
It makes you happy.
I hope you don't kick me out after saying this. I don't consider myself fashionable. I don't consider myself up with the trends. I dress for myself.
I mean, I think that's what we all should be doing, right?
Yes. And it's actually very liberating. So I'm embracing high school art teacher just to mean creative and quirky and eccentric and loud.
Following your heart.
Yes, matches my personality.
Love it. That's my favourite so far. Now, look, I normally ask every guest this question, but I feel like I might skip it to the end. So it's the theory that all women or most women have a wardrobe full of clothes and they wear 10% of what they've got 90% of the time, but that's a bit different here. So we're going to revisit that.
Sure.
Because last year, 2025, you embarked on quite the endeavour. You decided to challenge yourself and not buy any new clothes for the entire year.
Not just clothes, Leigh. I also shoes and accessories banned myself.
So anything wardrobe related that you place on your body?
Correct.
Why?
The reason can be explained by the dress I'm wearing today for you.
Okay.
So in late 2020.
Is that a Jetsons dress?
No, it's a Leo Lynn.
I love Leo Lynn.
I love Leo Lynn.
But it's very fun.
A little too much, Leigh.
Okay.
And I found myself, I think it must have been late 2024.
Yep.
And I was scrolling on the Leo Lynn website as I was known to do, and I added 3 things to cart.
Oh, Leo Lynn's not cheap.
Thank you. One of them being this dress. And it arrived, and I'll be honest, I loved it.
It's fabulous.
When we talk about joy, when we talk about eccentricity, when we talk about loud, we've got the big frill, very synonymous with Leo Lynn.
Everyone needs to watch on YouTube if they're only listening because, hello, this dress needs to be seen.
Thank you. We've got a big Ferris wheel. We've got this beautiful colour palette. It is so joyful. I've worn it once and I clocked.
At that time?
Yeah, well, I got it and then I found a reason to wear it with the girls and then months and months and months passed and I went, why did I buy that? This would have been like 500, maybe 550.
Yeah.
And it's a mini. That's why it's not 8.
Yes.
But in that purchase of 3, I think one of them was.
Yes.
And I can justify things, and I used to be able to do that really easily. But this was the dress that just made me reassess my spending habits and my impulsiveness.
Oh, God.
And it's funny because I heard an episode of yours from a little while back. You interviewed an astrologer
Yes.
talking about how our shopping habits or our personal style can be connected to our star sign.
What star sign are you?
I'm an Aries.
I'm an Aries.
And your astrologist did say impulsive. And again, it was this wake-up call of, oh my God, I am not purchasing things to serve any purpose except to scratch an itch. What a crappy reason to spend my hard-earned money.
God, I feel like I'm having a before and after. Like you're the after of what I could be and I'm the before.
Honestly, I hope you can walk away from this chat, Leigh. I know you're in the fashion world. I know that. I don't know what it would do for your brand or your job, but I would love to see you try this. Because honestly, this was truly the garment that I went, right, Jess, wake up. I slapped myself across the face and went, it's unacceptable. I don't need this. And it made me relook at everything going, I've got heaps.
Okay, so I've got heaps, but then I'm not going to buy anything for a year. That's quite a leap, you know.
Yeah.
So why didn't you just go, okay, no fancy dresses or, you know.
I can't do things by halves.
Oh, wow.
I knew if I gave myself an inch,
Aries
I
too.
would take a mile.
Aries
so
too.
I have to go all or nothing. I am a heart on the sleeve. I got my husband's initials tattooed on my hip after knowing him for 4 months, Leigh.
Oh, you're still together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Happily
nice.
married, got a small child. I am an all or nothing kind of person.
I do have 7 tattoos.
So
I
I
hate
knew,
because they're repulsive.
I knew that if I gave myself a little bit of leeway, I would constantly find loopholes and I would just disintegrate the whole mission. So I said, right, as of January 1, 2025, no new clothes, shoes or accessories.
Yep.
And I'm very proud to look you in the eye and say I was able to achieve that.
You did it. So you've made this decision late 2024.
Yeah.
Did you run out and do a massive shop first? Did you do a wardrobe clean out, check what you do and don't have, what you might need more of?
That would have been the smart thing to do. No.
No.
I just went and I looked my husband in the eye and I can't break promises to Angus. So I said, I am doing this. The one thing that probably was a little bit of a rocky start was, and he had to pull me up on it, maybe the 3rd week of Jan.
Oh, yeah.
We'd had about, I'm not exaggerating, 15 parcels arrive to the house that were all for my daughter, who would have been maybe 18 months at the time.
So you're redirecting
And he said,
the dopamine.
I love that you want to challenge yourself with this. Hey, it'd be great for the family bank balance. We had a renovation coming up. This is wonderful. You can't just redirect all the money you've saved for yourself to Lucia.
Especially when they grow so fast.
I was buying her $80 jumpers.
Oh, my
Am I
God.
dumb? Like, I'm dumb. That's why I had to cut myself off at the knees.
So then what happened with her? I mean, this is getting up, but you could just get her at like a limit or essentials. I mean, they grow.
Exactly. And just having him lay that out nicely for me, again, it made me recalibrate. Why am I spending this money? Why am I feeling this urge of retail therapy?
Dopamine.
Why am I seeking dopamine in this way? So after he sort of pulled me up, again, we hadn't even cracked Feb at that point. I was able to just really take a second when I added anything to cart for her.
It's like quitting anything, right?
Yes.
I think the start is the hardest and you fall and you get back up and then once you keep going, the longer, you know, it's like when you get back into the gym, it's like this sucks. Actually, I like it.
Absolutely. And having any external motivation is wonderful or external support is wonderful. It's got to be driven from here, from you, because if it's not, forget about it.
Okay. I feel like we need to have a session offline as well. So what were your boundaries? Were you allowed to shop secondhand? Were you allowed to swap with friends? Were there restrictions? Was there, you know, set guidelines?
The only thing I gave myself leeway around was events. I am a radio host. I MC a lot. I'm also a civil marriage celebrant, which does require some fancy things, you know, whatever might have been coming up. There may have been events where I did not have something that I felt great in. Let's be real. I had clothes, but maybe something I didn't feel great in. I said to myself, I'm allowed to hire.
Okay.
We are so lucky in Newcastle. One of my best girlfriends started the first hiring, a dress hire business where you can go in and try on. So
that's so important.
Absolutely. I think I'm a pretty standard 10, 12, but even just saying that, Every brand is different.
Yeah.
Shoe size,
and
very
even just
different.
the cut, or you don't know if it's going to go with the shoes you've got in mind, like to try it on in real life.
Absolutely.
Okay, hiring's
So
good.
hiring was the one thing I was allowed to do, but other than that, there were no other loopholes or restrictions. It was only to hire for special events.
Wowzers. Okay, so can I ask about underwear? Were you allowed to buy new underwear?
No. And it's
I've
again.
got a G-string I wore. Sorry, everyone, but like on Kentucky when I was 21. I'm 43.
You still have that?
Yes.
You must be an absolute slave to the wash bag. You must love your
It was
delicates
yellow.
bag.
Now it's just grey.
Okay.
But it's just such a good one to wear under like tight things. Anyway, you can get through in a year.
So it's funny you say that. I thought you might ask what's the first thing you're going to buy once you know you break. And underwear would be top of the list because I only wear booty bamboo undies.
Oh.
I threw away all the G's, I have one seamless.
But yeah, I was going to say
to avoid
with events
VPL
and stuff, you need different cuts.
I have dabbled in no underwear and I just am a little concerned about that. So
Okay.
there's one
You
seamless
really stuck
situation.
to the-
Yeah, so no underwear. Again, Leigh, I knew give me an inch, I'll take a mile. If
Yeah.
I bought some booty underwear, I'd then go, oh, but that singlet, like I could.
I hope
that's
you had
pretty
like
versatile.
30 pairs.
Nah, that's the thing. Only about 12.
Okay.
And if I wasn't up to date with my wash cycle,
Yeah.
I'm wearing period undies. I'm wearing bikini bottoms. It was challenging,
Turning
but
them inside out.
I liked the challenge. I had
Yeah.
this sick motivation to go, well, this is your punishment for not being on top of things,
Yes.
but good on you for finding a way around it
So true.
and not caving in.
Oh my God, so true. That's fascinating. So you talked about you had a lot of stuff. So what did your wardrobe look like when you started this? Did you have a lot of clothes? You have beautiful event dresses that you've kind of mentioned. What did your wardrobe look like as a whole in terms of what you had to work with?
So I think I probably tend more towards the casual side or the really fancy dresses. I don't have a huge scope of stuff, but I had such a quantity that, again, the motivation to stop adding to that pile.
Yes.
I love Gorman. When we talk about loud, when we talk about fun, pattern, print, texture.
But you weren't allowed to thrift, were you? Because Gorman's everywhere for thrifting.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
It's okay, you're allowed now.
Well, you know what?
You
No,
can go.
I'm glad I didn't know that because that would have been a temptation. I
Yes.
probably wouldn't have been able to
But
hold
the
myself
new
back.
year, if you're going to, the sustainability element is, a huge part. Gorman is really good to thrift.
Thank you for
We'll
the
talk about
tip.
that later.
Similarly, I guess the issue with buying online marketplace, your Depop's, because I just feel like every brand, different sizing. So now that I know what I am in a Gorman, I feel great in Gorman. So when I look at my wardrobe as a whole, it looks like Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat was cut up and then scattered across a few different garments. It is chaos and fun and drama, but I love it.
So you knew you had enough to play with. Did it get you creating more, unique combinations that because for me, I mean, I have a lot of clothes as well, but I love when I have the thought or the time to go, oh, I would never put those two together and it's a whole new outfit. But oftentimes I just go, that top, those bottoms.
Yes. And that's a trap I think I fell into. That's why I felt like I need more stuff. I need more stuff. I don't have many things. And again, this challenge made me open my eyes a little bit to getting more creative. I love color blocking. So I love wearing a pink tee with a pink pattern short, which I don't think I ever used to do.
Yes.
Because I just thought that was too much. Now I embrace the too much. And
so
it
your
is.
style has changed because of it?
I think so. And it's funny because I don't know if I would have been able to articulate what the style was. But in terms of now opening my eyes and feeling a bit more liberated, feeling a bit more quirky and also not caring because, well, the alternative is I wear something I feel like I've worn 100 times. So I'm going to wear this with that.
Or I break the rules.
Yeah. That was not an option.
Did
so
you
definitely
tell
looked at it
everyone, like
differently.
your friends and your colleagues and stuff? Everyone knew?
Yes, I did it on air. And I knew if I have some accountability, I did it on air, I did it on my social media, which will probably lend itself to the one loophole. I want you to maybe give me a
let's go there.
a party
I
foul
know
to play on.
What happened?
Would have been June. I reckon we're midway through the challenge.
The midway itch.
And I was training with one of my best mates. He's a PT. I'd signed up for 2 classes a week with him. And for some of the activities we were doing, he looked down at my runners. They were New Balance.
New
and
Balance is good, no? Well,
well,
they look cool.
He looked at them and he said, Jess, these are not great for training.
Oh, yeah, no. They're for like walking around a park with a coffee.
His,
I think you're meant to have like Asics
his-
or like.
Funny you say that.
Yeah.
His exact words. He went, Jess, what we're trying to do, we're trying to build muscle, we're doing deep squats, we're doing X, Y, Z. I wasn't really listening. He was basically saying these shoes are not good enough for you.
Okay.
Maybe we were trying to run.
Yeah.
whatever it might be.
No.
And he said genuinely, you're going to potentially do some structural damage to your body,
Yes.
let alone your foot, let alone not get the
I love
best
this justification
out of
but
your.
it's
And
fair.
I said to him, Kynan, I cannot. I am doing a no spend challenge and I'm not breaking it on freaking runners. Like, I don't even like the gym. Why would I break it on
health product? It's like if my glasses broke and I was doing it.
That's what he was trying to say. But I said no, because if I go to the shops and I try on a pair of new runners, I'm then going to go into the shop next door and the shop next door. But I took it to Instagram and everyone was asking to see a picture of the runners. People were confusing the fact they were beige, that they were dirty, going, just put them in the wash.
No, it's like, it's not the look of them. I'm going to break my ankle.
Exactly. Everyone was really going at the look. I said, no, you're not justifying it well enough.
Yes.
But about 2 weeks after that, genuinely the structure of the heel part of the runners, it had busted through the fabric, so gave me a blister. It was rubbing raw.
Okay, no.
And I went, oh no, we're not putting up with blisters.
No.
That's where I justified, this is now, okay, health for a blister feels dramatic.
No, it's true.
But you know what I'm saying.
I'm older than you, and back in the day when private health insurance was really good, your runners were covered.
Jeez, I thought you were going to say blisters were covered.
No,
Essentially,
runners
yes.
were covered. So that means it is medicine.
So I have held on to that, Leigh. Honestly,
true.
since I finished the challenge, I genuinely thought, can I say I did it? Because I
You
had
did
to
it.
buy
You absolutely
runners.
did it.
And I bought Asics.
Okay.
Because the lovely girl
But
in
how?
Platypus said that was.
I was going to say someone should have taken you blindfolded and just had you fitted and paid for them, and you weren't allowed to look at any shops.
Oh, see, that's no, it was. I think by that stage, now we're sort of towards the back end of the year. It's July maybe at this point. I felt so good I'm halfway. I'm over the hump.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through this. I'm more than halfway. I can do runners and get out of here.
Okay.
And I did.
And you did.
Yes.
And you didn't break it in any other way.
So, okay, this is another loophole I want your judgment on. We went to Italy for 3 weeks.
Oh, holidays different.
And people said to me, my husband included, who was my number one support person, oh, Italy doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
Buy yourself a present.
It's not your real life. It's a souvenir.
And I said, no, Angus, because life is this. I'm about to get real life guru philosophical on you, Leigh.
Okay.
Life's going to throw you challenges. Just because it throws a curveball your way doesn't mean you can make an excuse to veer off the path
Just
you
how
intend for
tempted
yourself.
you are makes it okay.
But
Oh.
we get to Florence. We're walking along the Ponte Vecchio.
Oh.
I go, oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What was
I'd
it?
love a souvenir.
Yeah.
And I said to Angus, hey, does it count if you buy me a present?
Oh, my God. Presents are allowed.
So he bought me a ring.
Oh,
That's allowed.
that's allowed.
Yay!
It's
Okay,
a
that was
ring.
the other one.
Because it's not going to end up in landfill. Because, like, I know it wasn't just the sustainability, but, you know, it's the buying,
That was a
buying, don't wear. A ring you'll
Fast
wear forever.
fashion.
It was a
Yes,
gift.
it is the most spectacular ring. I should have worn it for you today. It's these big green
That is
gems.
allowed.
They are. It's so beautiful. We
You
had the
should
most.
have turned around and closed your eyes, and then he's like, here you go.
We had the most wonderful interaction with the woman. She was doting over my daughter because her name's Lucia, so the Italians went nuts for her. So thank you. They all my
That's
two
fine.
bugbears that I
That
actually
happened to me in
was.
Florence. I saw earrings, and then we walked 600 million kilometers, and then the next morning I was like, I must have them, and my husband was like, no, and I dragged him, couldn't remember where it was, and then when we got there, I said, I want them.
I reckon that's a great little caveat to give yourself if you are trying to maybe dip your toe in this pool.
Yes.
Give yourself 24 hours.
I
If you
couldn't
are
stop thinking
still
about them.
thinking about it,
I found them. It was like in the labyrinth. Anyway,
I love that view. Justified.
yeah, but he's the non-spender, so he was like,
Okay.
absolutely not. I'm like, they're cubic zirconias. Buy them for me. Okay, so what were your triggers before, or what did you find tempting you? Scrolling, stress, boredom, social pressure? You don't seem like a social pressure kind of gal.
No, to me, and I wonder if you experience this as well, Leigh, because you would go to so many events where you're expected to dress up or look a certain way, or you just want to feel a certain way. I always was finding, through my 20s and early 30s, if an event was coming up and I was shopping for the event, could never find anything.
No way.
When the event has the time pressure, couldn't find
Yeah.
anything.
Yep.
That's why I think hiring has just filled that gap beautifully.
true.
But up until that point, I just could never find anything.
Oh my God.
So I switched my brain into going, oh, well, when I see something I like, I'll buy it
Yes.
and have it in my wardrobe. That's how you end up with 3 Leo Lynn
That's
dresses
me.
in one purchase
That's me.
for no actual event coming up.
Yeah, because I'm like, ooh, that's cute. That's different. I've never seen it. Oh, I'm not coming back here. I never get to go to the shops on my own. I've got a little kid. Oh, yeah.
I'll find somewhere to wear it, an event will come around, but then you just end up accumulating stuff. The stuff outweighed the events.
I do, but then I had a million other things.
Exactly. So yeah, I probably boredom and social media as well, but just because I would see so many, your algorithm.
Did you reset your algorithm?
I was going to say your algorithm starts knowing you so well, it only batted up Gorman, Leo, Lean, these loud, bright things.
Well, maybe at the start of 2025 you couldn't, but there's in settings, it's reset algorithm. Because I got real deep in ADHD memes and also best friend things because I haven't seen my friend in a while. And I was like, this is great, but like now I'm in a funnel. So
I'm in an echo chamber.
Yes.
So it wipes it clean for you?
Yeah, and then it's just like accounts you follow, but then you need to start stopping on like salad and like, I don't know, things that you don't buy.
Okay. Oh,
that would have been handy a while ago.
That would have been handy. I've always wanted. It reminds me of I used to. One of my best mates, Kate, is a stylist,
yes.
and
you had to unfollow her.
Well, she was one of my biggest triggers because she would find all the sales and she'd send me age 25% off, Gorman,
She would not send them to you.
No, she would, but that's what I'm saying. I said to her, you got to stop doing that.
Oh, right, before.
So that was again one of my triggers. She's finding all these deals for me. I'm going, Kate, we got to.
Kate, I'll talk to you in a year.
Yes, but I've wanted her sometimes to come over to my wardrobe to do a big reset. I'm like, should we start from scratch? How fun would that be to build from now?
Yeah. No.
But no, we've come to a place of real acceptance and to be honest, real happiness.
So I want to ask, did you handle any moments where like, did you have anything tailored or repaired or did you have enough to play with that you were just like, eh?
Funny you asked that. Again, I mentioned Kine and the PT and I just sort of was screwing him around too much. So I had to rethink my attitude to exercise. I think you're going to freak out at this, Leigh, but I started waking up at 4:10 to go to the gym before my radio show.
What time do you start on the radio?
At 6 a.m.
How old's your child?
2.
Oh.
No, but this is the thing. I couldn't find time when I was in mum mode during the day.
No, that's why I don't exercise and haven't for 6 years.
I made too many excuses. I just kept finding a reason not to train, not to exercise, not even to bloody go for a walk. So I went, the only time of day I haven't tried is before the show. And I'm a morning person, babe, so it has worked beautifully.
Too.
So unfortunately, though, this sounds so gross to say, one of the annoying side effects is I lost a little bit of weight around the tummy, around the hips. My pants, my shorts, all these things. So yes, I had to get very clever with finding tailors.
A belt here or there. Yeah.
I hate a belt.
Do you?
When you've got 90 seconds to pee when Sabrina Carpenter's running out, taking a belt on and off.
I could not do
Too
live.
challenging. But
No
yes,
way.
had to get some things tailored and it makes you appreciate again.
It does.
These garments in a whole new way where once I felt a bit yucky in them because they're just
and
simply
they
not
just sat there.
fitting well. I go, God, these pants
and
look
then
fantastic.
They're perfect on you.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. I do finally get things tailored now because I buy things and I go, they need to be taken up or in, and then they sit in a pile for 3 years. And now I go straight, they go in a little box thing and I go probably, not a lot, once every 2 months.
Yes, and do a big bulk
it's 3
tailoring.
or 4 things, whatever.
Brilliant. And when you find a good one, I've just found a local woman in my area. She's so cheap.
Okay,
and she's
mine is
so
a friend
fast.
of a friend, so she's cheaper than her normal prices because she's
very
like actually
kind.
like she's a phenomenal dressmaker. Like she's done leather for me. I know.
I didn't know you could tailor leather.
I didn't either.
Oh my God.
Someone makes leather.
A great tailor can.
Okay, so this came from overconsumption and overspending. Where are you now a year on with consumerism, sustainability, and your view from here?
It totally made me rethink my wardrobe. It made me rethink my consumption. And as I touched on before, you might think a challenge like this is really constricting, but I found it so liberating because without the option of buying new things, it just made me go.
So did you get time back, energy?
Massively.
Wow.
Massively, let alone genuinely the bottom dollar. Like as I said, we've got a little one. We're undertaking a renovation. Anyone who's renovated will know those things blow out.
Oh my God, you get to buy homewares now.
Seriously, I went through my transaction history because I wanted to bring you data. Unfortunately, NAB wouldn't let me go back to the start of 2025. I could only do a financial year.
Probably because it's like you don't want to know.
You don't want to know, but genuinely I can hand on heart just looking at what I did have and then looking at my wardrobe. I was spending between $400 to $1,000 a month.
Wow.
And that is now, around $10,000, $12,000.
That's amazing.
It's amazing that I can actually put into experiences. I love eating out. I will never skimp on food. I would never do a challenge around food.
Yeah, no way. I like shopping, but I'm mostly about experience.
Totally. I'd much rather do stuff like that. Yeah,
or
funnel it into my daughter.
bench top. I don't know the amount of, renovations you're doing, a nice vase, a lamp.
Well, it's funny you say that. It made me it trickled into other spending habits. Like I love homewares. I am a sucker for a vase. Oh my God.
And the vase isn't going to
Get me
fall apart after one wash because, it's a vase.
True, but platters, love a platter.
Ooh.
I had like 12, 13 platters.
Wow.
I
don't really like entertaining because I don't like people in my space.
I serve everything on a platter because we just had so many. So now it made me go, do I actually need that? No,
so
I've got 12.
Stopped on that as well.
Truly, it filtered in, it trickled in, its little ripple effect.
Oh my God. You also wouldn't be tracking all your parcels because they've lost them and then they've taken them to the post office even though you were home. So then you got to go to the post office like all the time.
Lost that stress. It was amazing what I thought this challenge would be and how it has genuinely the tentacles into other parts of my life. So positive, so freeing.
Can I ask at the start though, because you said, all those parcels arrived for your daughter. So I'm guessing you were a relatively frequent online shopper. So was there like a come down? Like was there like at the start, was there like oh, nothing's coming?
It did feel like fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
And it was funny. My husband actually said the other day, he goes, the postman who got very comfortable with our house, he'd walk down the driveway literally yelling parcel.
Yes.
So we didn't have to knock on the door. He's not seen me for a year.
Maybe you think something happened to you. It's funny because I work from home a lot, and so all my work, like PR stuff, goes there as well. So I'll be going to get in my car, and the guy will come down the street and go, Leigh, stop! And then he just chucks them in my boot.
He just has a wagon full of Leigh.
And I'm like, it's not all shopping, it's work. He's like,
yes, absolutely. Definitely. There was an adjustment period.
Yes. Your husband should have wrapped up your old clothes and put a label on it, left it at the front door so you had something to open.
Just something to open, like we intend to do for the little one, around Christmas time where you just go, oh, she's not seen that in a while. We'll just wrap it up for her birthday, just wrap something old.
So the hardest part and then the best part. Tell me what was the hardest part? There might not have been one. I mean, I guess it could have been just...
I think the hardest part, as we touched on, were those early days where I was redirecting that dopamine hit, the shopping.
Where did you get your dopamine from? Are you going to say exercising?
Feeling so good about my lack of consumption.
Reaching a goal.
Genuinely reaching the goal. I am such Leigh. I did karate for 6 weeks.
Oh,
I did a juggling class. I did an Italian tutoring session with a woman.
That's why I started doing sobbies or shob. What are they calling it? It's
short hobbies.
Yes,
shobby.
And also secret. Because then if I fail at it, I'm like,
secret hobby, is it? Yes, sorry.
It's short and it's meant to be short, but I don't tell anyone.
I did so many things. I burn bright, but I burn out fast. And again, I talk about these things on air with my co-host Ducker, and he goes,
I just thought I was going to refurbish all our outdoor timber furniture, so I bought all this sandpaper, all these oils.
Are we getting into arts and crafts?
No. Like I just want to, we've got teak furniture that's all gone gross. I don't want to do it now. All the things came and I'm like,
I signed up to a calligraphy class because I wanted to get better penmanship, and I didn't even follow through. I think I did it once, an online
thingy. So reaching the goal, and a year is a long time. That was your truly new focus.
I think it's the first thing I've actually stuck to beyond, I don't know, my marriage and high school. That was,
earning an income at some point. I didn't even finish high school.
But yes, that was probably the best part. But the challenging part was just that. Just switching that mindset and really appreciating that I don't need that to satisfy me.
Yep.
I've got enough.
Now, we've just hit 2026, so congratulations. You've officially accomplished it.
Well, you were my sort of final send-off on those two little grey areas that I've been holding on to.
Oh, my God. A little gifted ring and sneakers for your health are not buying
so much.
A dress that was 40% off and made of plastic.
Thank you so much.
So what does 2026 look like for you in this area?
As I said, when you give me an inch, take a mile. So
don't tell me you're doing it again.
Well, towards the back end of the year, I said to my husband, should I go again? And he was the one to be like, look, if you want to, but you've achieved something, you've done it, why don't you just see now if this has actually affected your habits? If you go back into buying 3 Leo Lynn dresses in one go, all right, maybe we need to sit down and reestablish.
You need a minder.
I almost need, and my dad will love me saying this because he's a financial advisor and has tried to get me to do one since I was 15, budget.
Yeah.
And literally be so conscientious. But look how you screwed up your face.
Like
it's so
I've tried that. So what you need to do is have an account that's just your spending. But even then, you can move things around. I would clear all your caches on your phone and your things so it doesn't auto-save your credit card.
Great one. It's way too easy on some of these sites, isn't it?
Oh, but then I use PayPal.
Shopify is mean.
Maybe you make yourself limited edition periods. I guess the Boxing Day sales are still going. You could do
Yes.
that. And then you've got like, I don't know, there's March sales or something like, I don't know.
I actually really like, one of my girlfriends was talking about genuinely saving up like we did when we were in high school and
lay-by.
working the part-time job, genuinely seeing a garment and going, I'm saving for that. So if it's $50 a
Or
week,
you
if it's
put it on
$100 a
list
week.
and make sure you really need it. No,
Yes.
no impulses.
The 24-hour thing, that is mandatory for me from now on. I pretty much, and I feel like I piss off a lot of shop assistants, and please comment or DM me. Is it okay that I go in, try a bunch of stuff, take photos, and then send it to my mum to buy for my birthday?
Everybody does
think
that. I
about-
used to work in retail.
Is that
Everybody does
okay?
Yeah, and I always say, because I get weird, I'm like, oh, I'm going to come back. I'm thinking about it. even
Oh, I
if
know.
I'm
I make
not.
up I literally, like just around Christmas was saying, oh, I'm just making a list for my husband when.
But when I worked at David Jones, and I'd be like, I don't care. Like, try it on. I hang it out. Like, that's what I-
Great.
no.
Okay, good. I just felt
No.
like I'm mucking up your clothes.
Well, hang them back up. Don't just leave them on the floor of the change room.
No, but sometimes I get sweaty and stinky and I'm like, oh, am I ruining the garment?
Okay, no, you can't try on clothes when you're sweaty and stinky.
Okay, I run very
You
hotly.
can't
I know
go
you do
straight
too.
from
I
your
can't believe you-
PT session. I hope you washed your clothes while you wore them all year.
I did. I had to get good at washing.
For anyone that's thinking of doing this challenge or similar, now, it's only a couple of days into 2026. What's your biggest advice?
Go all in.
Okay.
I know you kept talking about caveats, maybe ground rules, maybe a bit of leeway. If you're anything like me, don't give yourself an inch.
I could do it with secondhand and thrifting. I could do it with no new clothes. Easy.
See, and you know what? You got to know
Easy.
yourself as well.
Yeah.
So that is actually, and what a beautiful, when we talk about sustainability,
Yeah.
when we talk about
Affordability.
overconsumption, when we talk about fast fashion.
And individuality. It's so you.
Absolutely. And it's such a better story.
And it's so much fun.
Like, I know the shoes you're wearing right now, they would have a great story.
They were from Vinnie's. They were $45.
Fantastic.
Brand new Italian leather. Don't know the brand. And at $45 at Vinnie's, I was like, oh, and then I was like, hang on. Hello. Like, you wouldn't get them on sale at Bellini, and you wouldn't get them at Bellini anyway.
100%. And you know what? I thought they might have been a travel thing. And they're the ones that we pull out of our wardrobes again. And you go, I
and
found
then
a
everyone
top.
goes, and you're like, oh, it's vintage. Even though it's not vintage, but like, whatever.
What counts as vintage? Secondhand.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what I think.
Yeah, we don't know how long they were sitting there for. Let's say 10 years. But it is, I found a top. I know you mentioned your G-string from back when you were in your 20s. I found a top my mum had bought me from 2016. It was my first radio promo shoot. She took me shopping. And I remember her being so thrilled about it. We went to Dion Leigh. So it was such a yes, it was such an exciting. She went all out for me. And I pulled it out of my wardrobe and went, oh, hello.
Did you wear it?
Absolutely. It became so much more part of my rotation.
And new does it doesn't have to be new to be exciting. Like something old can be exciting again.
And that's actually one other piece of advice. I used to be a slave to a color-coded wardrobe.
Oh.
I loved, all my white on the far left, and then it would go cream, yellow, orange,
But
pink,
even if you're
red.
mixing dresses and pants and tops?
Pretty much. Yeah, I liked color.
illegal.
I liked a rainbow gradient.
Oh.
What I did, though, to really shake things up was, it's not very sexy, but I guess I enacted a bit of a Deli counter situation, and I would just wear what was on the far right.
Oh.
And that's what I'm wearing today. And then I'd return it to the far left.
Wow.
And literally the next day it goes, who's next in
So
line?
you wore a ball gown to like preschool pickup?
There
No, I
were
know what
some,
you mean. I know what
you know what I mean? There was
That's
some.
clever.
It genuinely made me reassess, unless I don't really
I know
check the
what you
weather,
mean.
but
Yeah.
unless I knew it was
I
going to
don't
be
check the weather
45
either.
degrees and it was a jumper.
I have a little rack that's from Bunnings, and when I go through my wardrobe, I'm like, oh, I haven't worn you in a while. I really want to wear you. And I've got like 10 things on it that I want to wear soon as a challenge.
Love that.
Yeah,
it's just
similar.
putting it in front
Yeah,
of you,
'cause
because
otherwise it's
otherwise I
hidden.
feel like we fall back into what's safe, what's comfortable,
Yeah,
what we
what's
know
clean
works.
on the clean pile.
Exactly. Whereas this made me go, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. You're
Yeah.
up today, sweetheart.
Bougie and budget. So this is a bit of a different topic to do it on. I'm bringing some too. I'm bringing two things I would have to have in my wardrobe that I wear a lot to get
Okay.
me through the year. But
One bougie, one budget.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
So for me, and again, thinking about those gaps in my wardrobe and realizing there's not many, the one thing that I haven't purchased it yet, but I was like, all right, once
You're
the no
like,
spend is over, Andy Swim Amalfi one piece.
Ooh, that's
Oh
very
my
specific. I love
Very
Andy Swim.
specific. Swimmers have been one of those things since having the baby,
Yeah.
since starting a bit of a better gym routine.
Yes.
My body has been all over the shop. I had one pair of cotton on swimmers that were great for a little bit. Unfortunately, I think they're a little too big for me now.
Wait, you only had one pair of swimmers?
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's $189,
Okay.
which is funny to think. I've spent a lot more in my youth
Yes.
on things. So $189.
Pre-challenge.
feels like a lot now. So
Yes.
even my just relationship with money.
Compared to a cotton-on swimsuit as well. But
True.
swim, you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Andy Swim, I'm really excited to purchase that one.
Okay. And what's your other one?
My budget, again, I had banned myself on accessories. I had a pair of sunglasses.
Oh my gosh, they're also a health product.
I hate sunglasses. I've never found a pair. I don't think I
Hang
have.
on. You started this with one pair?
So I had 3. I
Okay.
hated them all.
Okay.
I don't think I have that wide of a face. Every pair of sunglasses I've ever
Great
put.
sunglass face.
I disagree.
Okay.
I've not found one pair that I think looks good.
Okay.
But that doesn't squish my temples.
Oh, yeah.
And give me a headache.
Yeah, they're
Are
uncomfortable.
sunglasses meant to be uncomfortable?
No.
Okay.
I'll take you shopping.
So I would love
but do you have
that.
cataracts by now? Like,
Well, that's my issue. I'm walking the dog out at the beach and it's Squint City population, Jess. I literally
did you
was
wear
going.
a hat?
I wear a hat.
Okay.
And I always SPF. I just
Good.
shout out
Thank
to that.
you. Thank you.
But my eyes, I just had a moment where I was trying to look at something going, this can't be good for my health.
I'm
I
a bit
need.
worried now of your volume of things to mine if you only had 2 swimsuits and 3 sunglasses.
And I felt like I had a problem.
Yeah.
No, but I had lots of tops and dresses.
Yeah, okay.
And shoes. But yeah, sunglasses. But because I don't really care about sunnies, I'm happy with a $20 pair from Sports Girl.
Look on Key. You know the Aussie brand?
Yes.
QUAY?
Are they stocked at like a David Jones, maybe a Maya?
I don't work there, but they've got a really great website and they've got
Don't you know everything about all fashion?
But they have a try-on virtual thing. They are stocked somewhere, but you want to go online because especially now they probably have a sale. They have great sales. Oh,
and
wow.
what are yours? Tell me what are yours.
Okay, so my things I could not live without that I wear frequently are my Levi's ribcage jeans.
Is that the bougie?
That's my bougie. They're
Yes.
normally $159.95, although they will probably be on sale at the moment. Everywhere sells them. There's different cuts, but I like the straight 7/8 because I'm quite short, so it just sits there.
Nicely on the ankle.
Ribcage literally up to there, button up. I love
That's next level high waisted.
Oh my God,
I've not
they're
heard.
so good. That's why
Okay.
they're called ribcage.
Fair enough.
I have lightish blue, dark blue and white, and I live in them. I know I'm only allowed, well, I guess if I've already got them, but they can be dressed up, dressed down, blazer, cami, thongs, whatever.
Yes. We love a dress up and a dress down.
Well, we have to. I mean,
Well, we
we've got
have
to
to.
get versatile.
If we're not going to buy anything for the whole of 2026, Leigh, we're going to have to get versatile,
We're
babe.
going to maybe do thrifting. And my budget is the T-shirt that I own probably 6 of in white. It's the Uniqlo 100% Cotton Crew white neck T-shirt. It's $20.
Can I just clarify something you said? You
Yeah.
own 6 white. Like they're all the same color,
Of just that tee. Yeah.
but they're all white.
Yes.
Why do you need 6 white ones?
I love a white tee.
There's 7 days in a week. Why do you wear 6 days a week? 6 days of the week?
No.
Why do you
They're
need 6 of the same?
$20.
You are doing no spend.
And they're
that is
unisex. And
so does your husband share them?
no, he's
So who cares
smaller
if
than
they're
me.
unisex?
Well, he likes them tighter. I'm just okay. Well, I guess I don't know.
6 white
Jess,
t-shirts.
this is not about me.
I don't own 1 white t-shirt. It's
How
too
did you
boring.
do this? Well, true.
It's so
You would
boring.
look at my wardrobe and go, "Oh my god, did fun come to die?"
Well, that's why I was excited about your shoes.
Me
They're so
too.
colourful.
So these nappies sound really well because I just get everything dirty. I have to be able to bleach
Okay.
nappy sand things.
Yep.
They come out brand new, and it's that thick crew neck that looks really expensive. It's the unisex one. It's $20. Sometimes it's on sale for $15. I think that's why I stopped.
Did you buy them all at once?
No. Sometimes I can't
Did
find
they
it.
wash well? What made your brain go, I need another one of those?
You always need more than one. What do you mean? This has turned into a me thing.
Well, so you brought up the 6 t-shirts, man.
Okay.
No more white
I
t-shirts
have
for
like
Leigh.
4 of them in black. Okay, Jess, it was so nice for you to join me. Thank you so much. I think I have to go and think about my
I
life
feel like
choices.
we ended. I've enjoyed this conversation so much,
I know.
Leigh. Truly.
I really have. You have opened my eyes. I don't know if for better or worse. I'm trying to think what Boxing Day or deliveries are still on their way to my house.
Okay, that's your last. That's it. And then I think you need to say farewell to your postman. So you're not going to see me for a while.
He'll still bring work stuff.
Okay. Oh, you got too many loopholes, man. We're going to do this
I
conversation
didn't spend the money. Okay.
in another 12 months, and I'm going
Yes.
to ask you for all your loopholes.
Jess, it's been lovely to have you. This has been fantastic. I feel like we're twins, but you have gone through a course that I need to go. Thank you.
Thank you so
joining
much
me.
for having me, Leigh.
You're the best. Thank you so much for watching. That's all we have time for today. I need to go away and assess my life choices now that we're in 2026. Could I do it? Now, listen, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this show, and I'll see you next time.